All praises to the Most High in Christ. Uh, Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, the happy spirit that comes over us. We thought it was because of Christmas, but we have Hanukkah and the Feast of Dedication going on at the same time. That's why we are normally in good spirits. But today we want to just stop and check in on not trying to point out the mistakes that the brothers are making in the camps, but this is in love, right? Cry loud and spare not, right? Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Show your people their transgressions. Now, we're looking for the truth, but we're going to read this first. A fair use copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comments, I'm criticizing and I'm commenting, reporting, news reporting, teaching, I'm teaching, scholarship, yeah, education, and research. This is research. Listen, let me tell y'all something. What these videos do is prove what we're saying. These videos are thousands of testimonies, of incidents, of on-site, in-the-field research. We're taking notes. We're studying the people, the minds of the people and how they react to the Bible. We're reading the Bible. We're showing you. This is proof. None of them can come and debunk who we are. This is for our identity. This is for our identity. This research, in the field research, on site with the people. They're coming out trying to debunk what we're saying and they can't do it. And we have thousands of testimonies, thousands of hours, maybe hundreds of thousands of hours of research. This is research. It's solid now, man. But I just wanna this brother here, he's saying, now it's a lot of errors that they do, the camps that do, because they don't read. Now he say he been to college. I'm gonna embarrass him a little bit. He brag about that. And he always talking about brothers that not with their group. And that's okay. That's okay. But I'm telling you, his comprehension level is like the third grade on this particular subject matter right here. What he's doing here is like a third grade comprehension and reading level, right? And I'm going to show you what he did. I'm going to play the video, and then I'm going to show you what I mean when I say his comprehension. And most of the time, their comprehension and reading level is very bad, very low with the Israelites. Not to say they're dumb or nothing like that, but it's a lot of this stuff about the grammar and tone and genre and reading the message like it is and getting the message and not adding to the message, okay? So we're gonna this brother says that Adam was not with Eve when she met with the serpent in the garden. So he let her go on a private rendezvous to meet with the serpent on spiritual matters. That's what he's saying that Adam did. Okay? Or he's saying she snuck away. He's trying to relate it to how our women are moving in the world without us and saying they don't need heads. They don't need us over them. Well, they don't need wicked niggas over them. I don't care how wicked they are. They don't need wicked niggas over them. And they don't need confused niggas who can't read trying to beat them and tell them and be devils over them in their household. Okay? So right here, we're going to just show a little of this so we can see why I'm indicting him for ignorance.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 17.
Watch this.
And unto Adam he
Watch this. Oh, he's so proud. Watch this.
said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
No, Adam was standing there watching her.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That's what the Bible said.
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
No, she did it on her own.
Yes, she did. She did it on her own. What are you saying? You just cut yourself right there. She did it on her own. And he was standing there. And he didn't go and beat her and tell her, you better not do that. He didn't take control of her free will either. Right? Oh boy, we're gonna get with it. We get back. We're gonna get back here. Okay?
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
She did it on her own, and she told Adam what she had done, showed it to him, and he listened to her.
Now, we know he had to listen. We know he had to listen. But where did it say she came and told me? That ain't what it's saying. Where are you getting that from, my brother? I can read it right here. I'm going to read it right after you get to read it, and I'm going to show you what you're doing wrong.
It was afterwards. She did that on her own. Adam wasn't standing there watching her like, look at this woman over here doing exactly what I told her not to do. No, she did that on her own.
No, what you're trying to erase is the fact that we have free will. You can't go make another person do nothing. That's what that proves, that the man can't go and make that woman do nothing. She had just as much free will, and she was able to do whatever she wanted to do. Now, whether he was standing there and watching or not, he still knew the law. He wasn't deceived. That's the main point, is that he decided, okay, I know she wrong, but God gonna kill her, and maybe if I eat it too, he might give us a break. That's the only thing I'm thinking. I could think, okay, what else would he? He ate it, why? Knowing that they was getting ready to die? He wasn't tempted. He was tempted, but he wasn't deceived. He knew they was going to die. That's what not being deceived means. It was no doubt in his mind that God was going to kill them, and that was wrong, and the devil was a liar. That's what not being deceived means. Eve really believed the message that Satan was trying to get her to believe, that God didn't have their best interests at heart. You're missing the point, man. College graduate, you're missing the point. Man, I hate to get on these guys like this, but some of the stuff they say, man, they come up with, is just because you're a college graduate, you can say stupid stuff.
That's why the white man wants y'all single, on food stamps, on welfare. Why? So he can control you. You on your own.
Okay, that's right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. Now I'm fixing to read what they read. In Genesis 3:6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was, now he didn't read this, and that it was pleasant to the eye, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit. It's talking about present, right there in the present. Somebody's Moses or somebody's describing what happened, the event. She took the fruit thereof and did eat, and also gave unto her husband. She gave him a bite. Something, whatever it was, he gave him something. And he did eat. Gave to her husband. What does that with her mean? With her. He put that in there for a reason. He was standing there with her. It didn't mean he was on the planet with her, or he was in the garden with her. No, it didn't mean that, dum-dum. You think you're so smart, man. This dude thinks he's so smart that he can't read. He's, and you leading the body of Christ wrong, man. With her don't mean he was in the garden with her. It means we all know that. That's obvious. So he wouldn't state the obvious. God don't waste words, man. He was with her in the garden at the particular time that she was being tempted. Right? That's all it is. You reading everything else into it. So all praises to the Most High. Y'all go back and look at it, tell me what you say. We're going to deal with him on the virgin birth And we're gonna deal with these guys on the virgin birth and was Christ God? What part of Christ was? Did Christ use his sperma? Did he create a sperma to place in Mary? Or was Christ riding around through 42 generations to come through Joseph to be impregnated in Mary? Okay? And all that John 1 and 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. It was the words coming out of God's mouth. And when it said the words was with God and the words were God. Right? It was the words coming out of his mouth. Christ didn't become Christ until he became the Son. When he came through the birth canal, the gate, the door to the sheepfold. The only way you can become human, you got to come through that birth canal. All right? So John 1 and 1 is talking about the words coming out of God's mouth is all we knew of him because he was invisible. And those words had power. When he speak it, who can say, hey, no, that can't happen? That's how the words created everything. It wasn't Christ in the body. He didn't have a body yet. He didn't have a spirit yet. All that was created when he created and placed in that sperma was the spirit of life, just like it is in every other human through that sperma, going and entering into that egg. What does Gorilla say? It was electric spark. Boom! Gorilla Hebrew. I'm going to go along with him on that, you know. It was electric spark and noon. That was life. It became life. But the blood is the life force. The carpenter's blueprint is in that blood, DNA. The design that woman is supposed to make is in that man's seed. She can't just make me. She can't just recopy me without me giving her the blueprint to me. That's in the sperm. The blueprint to Christ was in the sperm. Okay? So, well, let's figure that out. We're gonna have a long talk about that too. Let me see if y'all get on. I know I got a lot of y'all Israelites as Facebook friends. I'm gonna see if y'all gonna hop on there when I get when I get on there and go live and we talk about it. Let's see if you're gonna get on there. All right. All praises to the Most High. So long.